A few weeks ago, there was a massive leak that Treyarch was taking over COD 2020 because that game was straight ass, being developed by both Raven and Sledgehammer. Now some leaks, some massive ass leaks, have surfaced, and I want to talk about one of the subjects because this leak is massive and extremely detailed, and it's very early on, so Activision are going to be throwing a bloody fit, and I want to be careful just in case. The video which this leak comes from has a disclaimer about copyright laws and stuff, so I wanna be careful for the time being. But yes, the source is the Gaming Revolution, who I know has a bit of a reputation for being dodgy. However, I know personally he does have a reputation for having information, as he says, fall into his laps. It's lap. You only have one lap, you dumb fuck. Now, he has verified this leak with Eric from the Woo Lads and other people in the Woo Lads, I guess, and we know that the Woo Lads we can all trust them at this point. Now, lads, as a reminder, this is a leak. I mean, oh, hi Activision, this is, we're just merely speculating here. So this is speculation, which means it could be true, it could not be true. At some point it could be true, but then could change later on. You know how it goes. So like I said, to briefly go over one of the topics here is, what if COD 2020, as the leaked article in the first place called it Black Ops 5, what happens if Black Ops got rebooted, just like Modern Warfare? The next COD is Modern Warfare rebooted, so it takes place in a basically an alternate timeline from COD 4, right? Characters are going to return, like Captain Price, Soap and Ghost, and other people who died in the Modern Warfare trilogy. So it's like basically a parallel dimension, if you like. So we know that COD 2020 is going to take place in the Cold War, just like the original Black Ops, so you can put two and two together and see that this was coming anyway. Right now, Treyarch are at the mercy of Activision's will, and as we know, they were thrown into this project, not last minute, but like halfway through when the game was a stinking pile of trash. So, you know, Treyarch had to come up with something, and something fast. The game was set in the Cold War, so, you know, thinking about it, rebooting the Black Ops series when it's still going on, the newest COD right now is Black Ops 4. And they're rebooting this, like, it's sake, man, I'm getting attacked by a fly. But yes, rebooting the Modern Warfare series, it makes sense after an 8-year period that the trilogy ended, but rebooting Black Ops is just a bit, I don't know, that's just like, come on, dude. I feel like if Treyarch truly wanted to make a game which was similar to the original Black Ops and just set in the Cold War, wouldn't they have done that already? It feels like they're really being forced into this situation. They had to quick come up with a recipe. Like, seriously, when Nuketown dropped for Black Ops 4, there was that trailer and it had like this kind of Cold War, spooky, Russian, scary vibe to it. And I made a video saying like, bruh, Black Ops 4 should have just been a Cold War game. And it should have been more similar to the original Black Ops. But now Treyarch did whatever this game is, man. 50v50 though, that's a thumbs up from me, lads. But, where were we again? Once again, without kicking the hornet's nest, the details on this are very blurry, but the Gaming Revolution talks or mentions about the zombies mode and how it could be an Ether reboot. Like, DLC 4 in Black Ops 4 will end the Ether storyline, but then it'll in a way be rebooted, or the zombies mode will be tied to the new campaign in the new Black Ops universe. Treyarch, what are you bloody doing? Like, they love to mess with our mind. Now also, I guess I can talk about this since he tweeted it out, so the information is really out there, that apparently Sledgehammer were the head for this game, but then Raven took over as the head, so they kind of switched positions. And the reason why it all fell apart is that Sledgehammer wanted this game to be bright and goofy to compete with Fortnite, while Raven wanted it to be more realistic. The game is already set in the Cold War. How can you have a game set in the Cold War which is bright and goofy? Like, what are you doing, Sledgehammer? You are not in charge anymore. And also, that's the thing, Advanced Warfare exists, Black Ops 3 exists, Infinite Warfare and its bespeckled cephalopods, and also Black Ops 4 with its unicorn and bunny outfits exist, and its Battle Royale. You don't need to do that, Sledgehammer. To summarize my thoughts is this leak, this rumor, this speculation could be complete BS. The next thing is, I think this game could be very good, but just rebooting the Black Ops series, like, within a 1 year span just seems really, really strange. Number 2, anything could go wrong, you know, like microtransactions and that, and the faith in Treyarch. So, there you go, lads. Now, if this information, if a leak spreads like a wildfire and it's definitely safe to talk about the details, then you can bet your ass I'm going to talk about the details. Lads, I'll leave a link to the original leak down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.